Germany lay in ruins. The Great War, a conflict of unprecedented scale and brutality, had finally ended, but victory eluded Germany. Defeat brought unimaginable hardship. The economy was shattered, crippled by war reparations imposed by the victorious Allies. Millions of Germans were unemployed, struggling to survive amidst rampant inflation. The once proud German army was a shadow of its former self, limited in size and capability by the Treaty of Versailles. Political turmoil gripped the nation. The Weimar Republic, Germany's fledgling democracy, seemed ill-equipped to handle the scale of the crisis. Resentment toward the Treaty of Versailles and the harsh punishments it imposed festered within the German population. In these dark times, a charismatic and ruthless leader would emerge, promising to restore Germany to its former glory. His name was Adolf Hitler. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, officially ended the First World War, but it also sowed the seeds for future conflict. The treaty blamed Germany for the war and imposed crippling reparations payments. These payments, designed to cripple the German economy and prevent future aggression, had the opposite effect. They fueled resentment and anger among the German population, creating fertile ground for extremist ideologies to take root. The treaty's territorial losses further inflamed German nationalism. Germany was stripped of significant territory, including Alsace-Lorraine, the Saarland, and parts of Prussia. These losses were seen as a national humiliation, a stain on German honor that had to be avenged. The stage was set for a demagogue to exploit these grievances, to channel the anger and frustration of a nation into a powerful political force. Amidst the chaos and despair of post-war Germany, a powerful voice began to emerge. The nation was in shambles, grappling with economic hardship, political instability, and a deep sense of humiliation. Adolf Hitler, a decorated veteran of the Great War, found his calling in the turmoil that engulfed his nation. He was a man with a mission, driven by a fervent belief in his own destiny and the destiny of Germany. He joined a small, fringe political party known as the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazi Party. This party, though initially insignificant, would become the vehicle for his rise to power. Hitler possessed a hypnotic charisma and a chilling ability to tap into the darkest fears and desires of the German people. His speeches were electrifying, filled with passion and conviction, and he quickly gained a following. He railed against the Treaty of Versailles, denouncing it as a diktat, a humiliating imposition forced upon a defeated nation. The treaty had imposed severe reparations and territorial losses on Germany, fueling widespread resentment. He blamed Germany's woes on scapegoats, Jews, communists, and the Weimar Republic itself. His anti-Semitic and anti-communist rhetoric found fertile ground in a society looking for someone to blame. His words resonated with a population desperate for answers, for someone to blame for their suffering. The economic depression and political chaos made his message even more appealing. Hitler's message was simple yet seductive. Germany had been betrayed by weak leaders and stabbed in the back by internal enemies. He promised to purge these enemies and restore the nation's honor. He promised to restore Germany to its rightful place as a dominant power in Europe. His vision of a strong, unified Germany resonated deeply with a populace yearning for stability and pride. Section 4. A Web of Alliances. Forging a path to power. Hitler was a shrewd political operator. He understood that seizing power would require more than just fiery speeches and the support of the masses. He needed to build alliances with influential figures, individuals who could open doors and provide access to the levers of power. He courted German industrialists, many of whom feared the rise of communism and saw in Hitler a bulwark against the left. These industrialists provided crucial financial backing to the Nazi Party, funding its rallies, propaganda, and paramilitary organizations. Hitler also sought the support of conservative politicians and military leaders. He presented himself as a bulwark against chaos and revolution, the only one who could restore order and stability to Germany. By forging alliances with powerful elites, Hitler ensured that his rise to power would be swift and unstoppable. Section 5. The Chancellor's Grip, Consolidation and Control. January 30th, 1933, marked a turning point in German history. It was a day that would forever alter the course of the nation and the world. On this day, Adolf Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany, a position that gave him significant influence over the government. The Weimar Republic, already teetering on the brink due to economic instability and political infighting, had effectively handed power to the very man who sought to destroy it from within. Hitler moved swiftly to consolidate his power, using every tool at his disposal to eliminate opposition and strengthen his grip on the nation. He exploited the burning of the Reichstag, the German parliament building, to justify suspending civil liberties and arresting political opponents. This event was a pivotal moment in his rise to absolute power. With the passage of the Enabling Act, Hitler effectively bypassed the Reichstag and assumed dictatorial powers. This act allowed him to enact laws without parliamentary consent, solidifying his control. Political parties were banned, trade unions were dissolved, and the press was brought under strict government control. The Nazi regime sought to eliminate any potential sources of dissent or resistance. Germany was now a one-party state ruled by the iron fist of the Nazi Party. The transformation was rapid and ruthless, leaving no room for opposition. Hitler's ascent to power had been stunningly swift, a testament to his cunning, ambition, and the deep-seated anxieties that plagued German society. His ability to manipulate these fears allowed him to establish a totalitarian regime with alarming speed and efficiency. Section 6. From Triumph to Tyranny. Early successes and dark ambitions. The early years of Hitler's rule were marked by a combination of economic recovery, rearmament, and the systematic suppression of dissent. The Nazi regime quickly moved to consolidate power, eliminating political opposition and silencing critics through a brutal campaign of intimidation and violence. The Nazi government implemented large-scale public works programs aimed at reducing unemployment and stimulating economic growth. These projects included the construction of roads, bridges, and buildings which not only provided jobs, but also served as propaganda tools to showcase the regime's achievements. The Autobahn, Germany's network of high-speed highways, became a symbol of national renewal and progress under Nazi rule. It was touted as a marvel of modern engineering and a testament to the regime's ability to deliver on its promises of economic revitalization. Hitler openly defied the Treaty of Versailles, rebuilding Germany's armed forces and pursuing a policy of aggressive expansionism. This rearmament was presented as a necessary step to restore Germany's honor and secure its place as a dominant power in Europe. In 1936, German troops reoccupied the Rhineland, a demilitarized zone according to the Treaty of Versailles. This bold move was a direct challenge to the post-World War I international order, and a significant step towards the militarization of German society. The League of Nations, formed after World War I to prevent future conflicts, proved powerless to stop Hitler's blatant disregard for international law. The international community's failure to respond effectively emboldened the Nazi regime and set the stage for further acts of aggression. Emboldened by his early successes, Hitler's ambitions grew. He used propaganda to rally the German people behind his vision of a powerful unified nation, free from the constraints imposed by the Treaty of Versailles. He dreamed of a vast German empire stretching across Eastern Europe, a Lebensraum or living space for the German people. This expansionist ideology would soon lead to the invasion of neighboring countries and the onset of World War II, as Hitler sought to turn his dark ambitions into reality.